Yeah.
First question I have to ask: where did the war cry come from that we hear from you just about every day?
Man. So back at home in my family, every time we had family events, they always had me do the scream, and that's something that just gets your blood boiling. And when I saw my offense on the sideline, kind of just lethargic and watching, I bring out the little cry a little bit, and everybody starts doing it back to me, and then brings up the spirits a little bit. Trying to keep the offense on the upside.
You've obviously only been here for about 2-3 months now, but do you kind of feel like in that way you've maybe taken on somewhat of a leadership role, just kind of even through the cry and through the energy?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to step on toes. I'm here as a learner, and being a young guy and an old guy at the same time, I'm playing that little middle child spot right now. Kind of bringing up the younger guys and just taking the coaching I get from the coaches and the older guys, and that's been here for a while, know the program, know the insides and outs of the offense, and I'm just happy to be here, and I feel like I'm in a really good spot.
Obviously coming from the JUCO level, you probably weren't seeing a whole lot of Brennan Jackson and RJ Stones down there. What was kind of maybe that first impression you got of having to try and block those guys? Like, wow, this is a little different.
I was more happy because I was like, I had a lot of different opportunities to go other places, but coming here and having those two guys going against every day, I don't think I'm in a better place. And I feel like I'm getting better and better and blocking those guys. And the more work they give me, the better prepared I am for the season.
You said you're kind of the middle child there in terms of experience. Is there maybe one of the older guys, the older child, that have kind of mentored you a little bit since you got here?
Oh man, everybody on the O line, man. Fali Famoy. Who else? Connor Gomnis, Christian Hilborn, they all taking me under the wing. I sit next to Christian Hilborn in film, so while coach is talking, I'll just lean over and say, hey, talk me through this, and he'll just give me a little here, this and that. And Christian Hilborn has actually helped me a lot. He was the one spot at left tackle, and I got to watch him a little bit and see how they want the left tackle to be played. And then when I stepped up for the role, and it was just all natural, and it helps having him next to me.
Can you talk us through your journey a little bit? Kind of what got you into football, and why was it a little bit of a late start for you?
I mean, my mom that took care of me, she wasn't a big believer in football. I was a really good student in high school, so she believed that concussion is the last thing I really need. But she was okay with basketball, and I wanted to do something. And I knew my size was going to come to an advantage in some sports, so I started playing basketball. I had a real deep love for basketball. I can't lie. I really loved it, but me being a bigger guy, it was definitely a little struggle. It was definitely playing against slimmer and more athletic, jumping wise. It was a little struggling, but I had a late start, had some family things, and I went under the wing of my older brother, Tony Pola. He played here, and man, just hearing him and hearing the love he had for football just fired me up, and I was like, let's try it. Went over to the local JUCO I had down the street from my house, and that's where it started.
So he kind of convinced you to join the team?
Yeah, he's been trying to convince me since I was a kid. He saw me grow up, and he was like, "Oh, just play football." And I was just like, "My mom won't let me." But as I got older and I started, put my big boy pants on a little bit, I told my mom, "Hey, I think I want to try football." And my brother actually wanted to train me for D-line at first. He wanted me to play 3-tech, and he wanted me to play what he played, but with the natural abilities I had at offense and the feet that I had from basketball, my coaches saw that early on and asked for me to play tackle. And I said, well, anything that helps to help the team.
Yeah, I kind of just thought, how do you think you developed so quickly? I mean, a couple of years going from I think, what were you, like a top 10 ranked like JUCO OT, yeah, and go to Power 5 and that quickly?
Man, my brother, yeah, it was pretty crazy. I had my doubts, I was really young, really early. I had high hopes, high dreams, but, I had to put in that work. And my brother knew nothing but work. Like, he kind of put me on his regimen when he was here. He basically tried to kill me. And so it kind of got me right. And I kind of dumbed it down on offense to playing defense on basketball. Mirroring your feet, staying within the leverage, and kind of picturing how I am on the field to how I am on the court. It kind of helped me out and kind of made it simpler for my mind.
How do you think the position battle is going right now at left tackle?
Oh man, we got great guys all through 1 through 10, 1 through 15. We have great guys, man, and I'm happy to play wherever they put me, and I'm happy to help the team as best as I can. We have great depth. We have a lot of skill, and it's surprising when coach says that we're in a better spot than last year, because I see a lot of skill and a lot of experience on this team. And the battle is going to be a battle, and whoever comes out on top, I'm ready to be 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s. It does not matter to me.